Hey everyone, so welcome back to the Give Me Space channel again after like 9 to 10 years of me just like stopping making videos. This is just something for fun, and I just want to talk about like just because I saw like a movie again and I really want to talk about it, especially I want to talk about 500 Days of Summer. I want to talk about Doom and Despair here with you guys. For you guys that don't know what is like Doom and Despair, bro, it is that feeling that makes you go like that makes you go crazy. And so it is what that movie actually does with you for 1 hour and a half minutes. Most of you probably have already seen the movie, but I'm just gonna explain real quick. The whole movie is Tom, this guy that he's a real like lover boy. He wants to find a girlfriend and he believes like in true love and all of that. And then he meets Summer. He meets Summer, and let me tell you, bro, Summer fucking ruins his life. She just like makes that man go through hell. And dude, I'm just to talk about like their whole relationship because, bro, I watched that movie with my girlfriend, and we low key we finished watching that. We looked at each other during our call, and we're like, oh my god. We're like, oh my god, dude, that man. It is broken. That man is broken. If you guys ever seen the movie, you guys know about like the end of the movie. That man, he is actually broken from what happens. Okay, but just to clarify, both of them, they're kind of wrong in the relationship. But I think the whole movie is really good at talking about that and how like they're both like kind of like bad people for each other. Actually, it's not like it's Mark Summers' fault. I agree, it's Mark Summers' fault. But low key, like Tom, he should have said something too. Like I'm gonna show like a whole like points of like their whole relationship, like who made something wrong, and like it's really good just to analyze like the whole movie. I think it's really good like romance movies just to kind of like see and how like the couple like behaves with each other. I think it's really good, and I think 500 Days of Summer kind of shows what kind of like a situationship or kind of like a you could even say like a toxic couple goes through together. So like I think it's really good just to like analyze it, especially like it's a really different movie from like those movies where we have like how to lose a guy in 10 days or like 10 things I hate about you, where like it's really like cutesy love and it's all like perfect, and then they end up together at the end. And then I think it's really good 500 Summers because it shows a relationship that starts and at the end, and it shows like kind of like recovering from it, which low-key I think something that all of us have like been through, something like that. So first point, we're actually gonna talk about my man Tom, because dude, Loki, Tom, he isn't that like he's all like, oh my god, like I'm such like a nice guy, I'm such like an indie guy. I like the Pixies and I like indie bands like Nirvana, like, and so we want to talk about like Tom here real quick, just about like his how he behaves in the relationship with Summer. So Tom, as I said before, he's a really big lover boy. He believes in romance. He believes in like the perfect one, the one. He believes in like true love. And so what happens is he meets Summer. She's like that like typical pixie girl. Like you can imagine like like Ramona from like Scott Pilgrim. And then it's kind of like that. Like he meets this girl that she likes the Smiths, and she likes songs, and she's free and she's wild, and she's in like the other girls. And Tommy's like, oh my god, I'm never gonna find anyone like that. I need this woman, and all that. And so Tom, when he starts his relationship with Summer, it's his fault because when he meets Summer, like after they already like talk to each other a little bit, they are at the bar, and then at the bar they start talking about like, oh, like their visions, their like POVs about love and what they think about it. And so Summer, she full on just tells him that like she doesn't believe in true love, she doesn't believe in any of that, like the one or anything, while Tom, he has the opposite point of view of it. Like he believes in that from like movies, from songs, especially like the Smiths. Like he listens to the Smiths, and I have no idea how the man believes in true love if he listens to the Smiths. Bro, they have like one of the saddest songs that you could ever listen to. It's like listening to Radiohead, and you're like, oh my god, I'm such a happy person, bro. If you listen to Radiohead daily, you're not a happy person. You're listening to Let Down every day, every night, every moment. And that's the whole thing. And low-key, I think Tom, like, he liked Summer a little bit more because he saw that as a challenge. He was like, yo, this is a different girl over here. She doesn't believe in like love, and she's looking for like a boyfriend or anything like that. And he's like, I'm actually looking for that. I'm looking for that. So low-key, I'm gonna tap that. Low-key, I think Tom fought that, and then he just been like, and he just started like flirting with Summer, and especially like after like he takes her like to get a cab, and he just like stares at her mouth like crazy. Dude was salivating just at the thought of that. And then after they already have the relationship and they already like kind of like together each other, not a relationship. Summer never says it's a relationship, but like she always says that she wants something casual. She isn't there to like date anyone. She wants something casual. She doesn't want to have like a real relationship. While Tom, bro, Tom is into that to get married. That man is thinking about a house, a wife, 2 kids, and a dog. And so they have like really different like point of views towards like a relationship, which is already a huge red flag. Already like a huge red flag. I think like for you like to find a partner, you like it's okay if you guys like are really opposite to each other, but like if you have like a really different point of views, especially like in the beginning of the relationship and what you guys think a relationship is, I think that's wild. And so Tom, like, he's like, oh my god, I need this girl because she listens to the Smiths. I do too. And so they start like talking to each other. And then when after like they're already like kind of like established, like hanging out with each other, being like casual, like chaperone. And then every time that Tom tries to talk to Summer about like having a relationship or anything like that, she always says that she isn't looking for anything like that. She's only looking for something casual. She's not looking for a partner, and that she only sees Tom as a friend. Which we're gonna get into Summer. Okay, wild, bro. You got put in the friend zone. You got put in the friend zone. For you to get out of that, you would need like a miracle. You need a miracle. I have never met a man that could get out of the friend zone. Dude, when you're in the friend zone, you are cooked. You're cooked. You literally just move on. Just move on. Just accept that like a good boy and just move on. Like, it is wild. And the biggest problem with Tom, he never communicates. That's something big if he wants a relationship with Summer. Like, he tries to communicate with her at one point, but like he kind of like just tweaks out at her. He never like really has like a deep conversation with her. He only agrees to what she's saying, that she wants a friend. She doesn't want anything serious. While Tom, he clearly wants something serious. He thinks that by doing his like big actions of taking her like to the movies and like being with her and like hanging out with her is gonna change her mind. It is not. It is not, bro. It is not gonna change her mind. Like, she's only doing that just because like you're like a free time. You're a free time. You're a fun time, and you're a fun guy. And so she doesn't want anything serious with you. I'm gonna give him a rating over here, like towards like how he feels about like about his relationship and Summer. Low key, bro. You're gonna get like a 2 out of 5. I'm sorry, bro. You're gonna get like a 2 out of 5 because dude. Loki, just move on. Just move on. That is like crazy. You're just like full on just torturing yourself right now. Like you need to like just like put your head down and just accept that. Loki, I went kind of crazy with Tom. We're actually gonna give him a 3.5 out of 5 because I can see that man trying. I can see that man trying. And Loki, we're gonna give a little bit too because of his like taste in music. He's saying like "Here Comes Your Man" by the Pixies. Big song to sing at the karaoke. So he gets like a 3.5. While Summer kind of let down at the karaoke. So we're gonna give him a 3.5. Okay. We're gonna talk about Summer now. And what can we talk about Summer? Bro, that woman, she's out for blood. She's out for blood. What happens is, so Summer, she kind of like has a fling with Tom that they have, and that she can see that Tom, he wants a relationship with her. Like, she can see that, like, dude, that man is putting all of his life into her. And then still, that woman, nothing. She doesn't want anything from him. She doesn't want anything from him. She doesn't want to. Dude, she's only like treating him like fun. Like, she's not treating him like as like a potential partner. Like, she thinks that she already like established that relationship with him, that they're just casual, that like he's just like a situationship. Well, dude, it is not. She can see in Tom's eyes, bro. We can see that man is beaming. We can see that man, he wants that. And then and so what happens is, low-key, Summer, she goes a little bit crazy with that, especially like the way that she behaves in the relationship. I feel that the movie's really good in portraying that Tom, he's really like anxious. He's a really like overthinker. He tries to think about like every like conversation they have. He tries to think about like, every sentence that Summer says to him, so that like he can analyze their relationship and see like what she's feeling. While Summer, she doesn't care, bro. Summer, she just doesn't care. She has too much going on to care about Tom. And so what happens is, every time that they have like a bad fight between them, or like an argument, or like Summer, she's just feeling bad, or Summer, she just like leaves the relationship. She just like becomes like this huge like introvert. She gets into like this tiny ball of just like fuck you to Tom, and so she's just like this in this like tiny ball that she kind of like just backs away from the relationship. And especially like in many parts of the movie, we can see that Tom, he's kind of like talking to himself. Like he's just like trying to like start a conversation with her, and she's just like bro, 3 consecutive, one after the other. Bro, low-key crazy. Just like pack her things and go. And then after the big ending, when Summer, she says that she doesn't want anything to do with Tom, but he's still her best friend. Those words would hurt any man. Those words would destroy any man. It doesn't matter how big and tough you are. bro. Those words, they enter like through here and they go straight to your heart. That is what happened to Tom. That man, he comes out of that diner that he went with her broken. He comes out of that broken, and that man, he isn't the same anymore. He isn't the same anymore. That man, he's going through. He's going through. And what can I say to all my soldiers that are going through the same thing? It only gets worse, actually. And yeah, dude, it is not easy over here. Thank God. Thank God I have a girlfriend. Thank God I have like a good woman. Because bro, Loki, good luck to all of you guys over like out there just trying your best, bro. Loki, keep up. And then we're gonna talk about one of the biggest parts from the movie that happens. Summer and Tom on a train. They go to a friend's wedding and they're in. Oh my God, who would ever like thought about that? That they go on like they are on the same train at the same time. And then Tom, she sees her and she's like, oh my God, like he just full on just hides him and just hides himself. And then Summer's like, ooh, I'm gonna talk to Tom. And they start talking to each other and they hit it off again. And they're like, oh my God, they're like flirting and they have like a good chemistry between them again. And Tom's like, oh my God, how could I ever lose this woman? And he's like, oh my God, maybe she has changed. Maybe she wants something with me again. No, bro, she doesn't. She's just not that into you. She's just not into you. And then, so they go to the wedding. They start dancing with each other. Low-key, that is something crazy about Summer too. She gives high hopes to my man. She is just feeding that man. She's feeding him, and she knows it. She knows that man wants her, and she's still like, wow, just like, bro, stealing that man's soul every time. And then someone's like, oh my God, like they're having like such fun. And then after that, she invites him like to go like to like a party that she's gonna have. It's like, oh my God, this is my chance. This is the whole scene where we see like expectation against reality. That's the scene that breaks Tom. That's the scene that separates the boy from the man. It's what happens there. And so he goes to the party that she's like, oh my God, like she's like happy to see him and everything. Dude, his expectation is that he'd be like talking to her, like she'd be making that woman laugh, and she'd be like, oh my God, this man is so perfect to me. Reality, it is heartbreaking. We all know how reality is, dude. Reality doesn't care about Tom. Like, he just destroys that man. And so he doesn't get to do any of that. Like, any craziest part too, he sees a ring. And that just destroys him. He just leaves. That man just leaves. Loki, I would have done the same like months ago. Dude, just leave. Just give up. You have to know your time to give up. You need to know your time to fold your hand. Like, at one point you don't have any cards to play anymore. At one point you just need to leave. Hey, Loki, Tom, thank God that man saw that and he's like, you know what, bro? I don't want to know about this. That is their whole thing. That happens. After they change their POVs, Summer believes in love. She believes in the one because of her husband, which is crazy. That woman, she's still kind of like flirting with him because they meet each other at a park like later in their lives. And dude, Summer just puts her hand over Tom's. Crazy. Lady, you are married. Like, get out of here. Like, dude, I don't want to know about any of that. Get out of here. Like, dude, she's crazy. Like, playing games with Tom like that. And so, Tom, he's like, Loki, Tom, he doesn't want to know about anything about that anymore, dude. That man has learned his lesson. That man, he's older. He's more experienced, bro. Leave. And that's what that man does. Thank God, bro. Don't be like pursuing her. That, like, dude, Summer, she's on there to kill him. He already killed that man inside. That man had to like revive and like heal himself after that whole like crazy situation. We can't even call it a relationship. He may call it a relationship. Dude, Summer only calls it like a fling, I bet. And yeah, and then after that, like, Tom, he's kind of like more pessimistic, but then he meets a new girl that her name is Autumn. What? That's crazy, like destiny. And yeah, that's the whole thing, I guess.